Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, we're going to get to the videos, but just first of all, as you can see, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, that, she might get a Tupac shirt. Somebody was nice enough to actually just send it, no charge or anything, said they really like the videos. So, want to get the name right and give a shout out to his website and his business and everything. So, just, going to do this real quick. Name is Kaz. That's the guy that did it. And Middleman Custom Designs is the name of his company. And he makes t-shirts like this. I guess that's his business and other things. I think hats and stuff like that as well. And just and I'll drop this link in the description and everything, but it's shopmouthsplit.com. And that's mouth. Yeah, you want to show? Oh, well, you're going to show it in a minute. Yeah. Okay, and that's the Mouth Split brand. He says he's the art director for the brand of Mouth Split, and that's an acronym. Mouth means motivating our universe through hip hop. So that's what mouth stands for, and split, so spreading peace, love, intelligence, and truth. So, all right, and she wants to get up close on the shirt. So there, just wanted to give him a shout out. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Send it with no charge or anything. I really appreciate it, and I know she does. So go ahead.
Kaz, I love it. I love this shirt. I hope you guys can see the quality of it. And here's the little mouth split logo on there. And this is Tupac, my favorite now.
Yeah, the only one she's ever heard. So
I never thought at 70 years old I would be so excited to have a Tupac t-shirt.
I don't even have a Tupac shirt, guys. I would have never thought that she would get one before me, that's for sure.
You're in my way. Yeah. But guys, green is my favorite. This is my favorite color. I just want you guys to see how great this looks. So I'm so excited, Cass. Thank you again. It's gonna make me cry. Just.
Oh my God. Nothing's even happening.
No, nothing's happened. Yeah. And I'm so excited about my shirt.
All right, guys, and today we are doing another Tupac song, of course. So, yeah, got the shirt. So this is Letter to My Unborn. Obviously, you've never heard this one, right?
Nope, okay, I have not, but it sounds like a tearjerker.
Yeah, I'm sure. This was on his Until the End of Time album. This was released 2001, so years after his death. One of the many albums that have been released and remastered with the thousands of tracks that have just been unreleased that he's done. So this was one of those. I bought this album when it came out back in 2001. I always listened to the whole album. This song I don't remember caring for too much, to be honest. It was very slow to me, especially at that time. So that's probably really the only time I ever heard it, actually, to be honest. So I've probably heard it one time, and this will be the second time. So this one's new to me too, actually.
So, okay.
So, and this is obviously, he did not have any kids that we know of. So, I mean, this is just, and this was written because, again, he always was, prophesying his death, basically. So in case he did have a kid, I guess they could listen to this if he happened to be gone at the time they were old enough. So again, he was always thinking that he could be gone at any second, and he was, of course. So, yeah.
Just such tragedy.
Yeah.
But he was foreseeing that tragedy.
Yeah, because he knew the life he was living towards the end, at least, so that's the world it is.
That just breaks my heart.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's very sad. He'd be 50, 52 now.
52. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so died at 25. That was 28 years ago. I think his birthday is in June though, so he'd be 53 later this year. So.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys, let's get into this one here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yep, so let's go.
Me and my t-shirt, we're ready to go.
All right, so here we go.
To my unborn child.
And we got the lyrics.
To my unborn child. In case I don't make it. To my unborn child.
Fine already.
To my unborn.
They didn't take long.
Now ever since my birth, I've been cursed since I'm born around. In case I never get to holler at my unborn child. Many things learned in prison, blessed and still living, trying to earn every penny that I'm getting. And reminiscing to the beginning of my mission. When I was conceived, they came to be in this position. My mama was a Panther loud, single parent, but she proud when she witnessed baby boy rip a crowd to school. But I dropped out and left the house cause my mama say I'm good for nothing. So I'm out since I only got one life to live. God forgive me for my sins, let me make it and I never.
So yeah, so if you remember in the song "Dear Mama," I think one of the first lines in it was, "Me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the street." So he's probably referring to the time that he left the home when they had a big argument or something.
Okay, she kicked him
Yeah,
out.
that's what I mean, at least in
At
Dear Mama.
17,
Yeah, at
in
17.
Dear Mama.
Right. So that's probably a reference, that's probably what he was referring to there as well.
His brain
Yeah.
must have been just ready to explode at any time. I mean, he's
Lived a crazy life
he's
for sure.
thinking tragedy
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah, so you mentioned in So Many Tears that it sounded a lot like he was depressed.
Yes.
And I never once thought of that at all, and a lot of people didn't. And there were several comments where people were saying that was a very good observation, and they were saying I would have never thought that either. So, but yeah, it is. And I even said like, nah, I don't think that. But then the more you listen to it and think about it, yeah, it did kind of sound like that.
And
actually.
just he talks down about himself. He's condemning, very condemning to himself, which, my goodness, he's just such a...
Well, he was definitely a poet and, putting it into rap form. I mean, he wrote poetry before he ever started rapping, like as a kid, teenager, all that stuff. So,
this talent
brilliant
that God,
mind,
yes, that God gave him this talent, and at least he did use it.
Yeah, definitely.
But he just couldn't grasp.
Well, it was his personal life.
He couldn't grasp the fact that he was worth something. That's what it sounds like to me. But oh my gosh, just that first little bit,
So he says here, when she witnessed baby boy rip a crowd, of course that means he's performing in stadiums and in front of tons of people and everything. So she's proud of that, of course, to school. But I dropped out and left the house. So 17, that could have been. Said I'm good for nothing. So I'm sure they had some heated words at the time, So, but they obviously made up.
Well, I know he loved his mom,
and they were on good terms from whenever later and up to the end, of course.
And Mama was a Panther,
right? She was
Black Panther. Yes. So that was probably wild at times.
Well, sure. But I mean, that was a movement to, negate the other side, the racism side. And we'll get into that more in the next song, actually. So there's something about that mentioned. We're going to do Changes next, guys. So song Changes. But there's a lot, like every line in that is just unbelievable. But let's continue with it.
When she witnessed baby boy rip a crowd to school, but I dropped out and left the house cause my mama snapped. Since I only got one life to live, God forgive me for my sins, let me make it and I never steal again or live again. My only friend is my misery, wanting revenge for the agony they did to me. See, my life ain't promised, but it sure gets better. Hope you understand my love letter to my unborn child. To my unborn child. tell the world I've been guilty to being anxious. Ain't no way in hell that I could ever be a rapist. So I'm gonna face this cold world.
Okay, so that line there's no way in hell I could ever be a rapist. So in 1995, he was in prison for a few months for supposedly raping a girl. So with all you've seen, is there any way you could possibly see this guy doing something like that? With all you've heard, yeah. So I was gonna wait to tell you that until we got towards the, that time period in some of his songs, but since he just mentioned it there.
Well, I mean, okay, because of how he felt about himself, he might have done something like that because he was giving up, just didn't care what he did.
I mean, that
in
was
my
on
heart of
himself.
hearts,
He would inflict that on himself. Not,
yeah, my heart of hearts.
No.
Tupac, I think you're innocent.
Well, I think that, I mean, he was let out, of course. I don't think he was there for very long. And I don't know if this is true, but I think the woman might have recanted the whole thing eventually or something. But there's a whole story about how he got out. So that's towards the end. We'll have to save that for another time.
I had no clue. Mm-hmm. Who he was. I mean, of course, yes, I've heard of the name, Tupac.
Yeah, of course.
But
you had no idea he was this inspiring.
Big deal, back then. Yeah. But again, I was in the country.
Well, and let's be honest, you despised rap.
I despised rap. I did.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
Okay. Well, I did despise it, but
because
I've
you didn't
never
know
heard
what
these
it was
songs.
Really about.
Never. Right. And they're so passionate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just feel his presence. Yeah. Even now, I just feel.
Well, people still are. I mean, 28 years later after his death, which is, I mean, he's still one of the most downloaded artists, viewed artists on all the platforms. Yeah.
Well,
got the most views on people's reaction videos, just anything you can think of. He's still one of the top guys, if not the top, to be honest. So.
I just hope he knows how well loved he is. I mean, he's got one more fan, so far.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't... Yeah, we'll see what happens when we get to those other songs, but it'll be a while still. So we've got a lot of requests for these types.
Well, I'm just crying already, just because I just feel his passion. I feel his words.
But yeah, I figured since he mentioned the rapist line, I'd go ahead and just talk
Clear
about that.
Up.
Yeah,
exactly. I believe his innocence.
Yeah, and the way he talks about his mother for one, and women in general. I mean, all the songs.
All the songs he has.
And let's be honest, did he really have to rape a girl? He could have had any girl he wanted.
Yep, I would have been standing in line.
Okay, let's keep going. Good Lord.
And I could ever be a rapist, so I'm face this cold world on a good day. When they let the little kids in the hood play. I got shot 5 times, but I'm still breathing. Living proof there's a God if you need a reason. And I believe in my own faith. Will I raise my kids in the...
Okay, guys, I'm sorry to pause it again, but maybe you've heard that he's been shot 5 times. Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, we're going to get into that when we approach that time period on some other songs. There's a whole story behind it. So, and we'll get to that.
And that wasn't by...
No, we'll just stop. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get into any of it now until we start reviewing those songs where he mentions stuff like that. And again, guys, that's towards the end, so we'll save that for...
On the wrong way. Dear mama, I'm a man now. I want to make it on my own, not a handout. Make way for a world where it prophesy. I want to go in peace when I gotta die. On these cold streets, ain't no love, no mercy, and no friends. In case you know...
He's prophesying again.
Yes.
Well, he did that in a lot of stuff. And a lot of rappers do that, to be honest. But I mean,
Do they?
at this time, no, not really. He was maybe one of the few doing that much of it. But yeah, nowadays for sure. And after his death, yes, people have done that more so. But
Now,
maybe
when
not
did
now.
he do
Oh,
this
one?
song?
Oh, wow.
When did
Yeah,
he
I
do
don't even
this?
really know.
Because you said it came out in
Yeah.
91.
No, 2001.
I mean,
Yeah.
2001.
Uh-huh.
So,
So let's see.
so he was gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I say, this was a post album, as he's had many, of course, since his death, because of so many unreleased things that never came out. And they're still finding new stuff to this day. So
Wow.
that just,
Wow.
yeah, that just shows how dedicated he was to making music. So.
Well, that was his way of
Yeah,
expression
exactly.
and his
He
escape.
had a ton to say, yeah. So let's see if I can find out.
What a talent. What
Okay,
a
yeah.
talent.
Well, November 14th, 1995. So, that's where that's less than a year left on his life. It was September of 96 when he died. So, yeah, so he was definitely probably feeling this way at this point in 1995, guys, because you know what was going on then. So.
Oh gosh,
So,
what date in September do you know?
September 7th. Yeah, it was
Seventh.
it was after a Mike Tyson fight. And
course.
my whole family was watching the fight, of course.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that
Yeah.
in the other video.
Okay, yeah,
I forgot.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
after the fight. It was in Las Vegas, and he had. Well,
Yeah.
we'll get to that later. But yeah, September 7th, Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Mike Tyson, Bruce Seldon, first round knockout. Tyson.
Never see my face.
Oh, he was a good friend of Tyson. So
Okay.
yeah, he was there. Tyson used
He
his.
was at the fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And
So it happened after the
after he
fight.
was leaving
He
the
was
fight.
just
Yeah.
was Mike Tyson
No,
with him?
no. He was in a car with somebody else, which that person has a big part to play in. I mean, not in the death, but, in a lot of stuff coming up that we'll get into later. So that person is a big figure in everything towards the end of his life. So we'll get into it.
Is it somebody I know?
No, probably not. No. So,
You'd be surprised.
but yeah, I would bet you don't. So.
Again,
Let's go back a little bit.
love, no mercy, and no friends. Whirlwind prophesy, I wanna go in peace when I gotta die on these cold streets. Ain't no love, no mercy, and no friends. In case you never see my face again, to my unborn child.
Oh God.
To my unborn child. To my unborn child. To my unborn child.
We gotta stop pausing.
Dear Lord, can you hear me? Tell me what to say to my unborn seed in case I pass away, but my child get the feel love. Or we all just cursed to be street thugs, cause being black hurts. And even worse if you speak first, living my life as an outlaw. What could be worse? Cause maybe if I tried to change, won't get I'm a thug till I die. I'm a ride man, touch places, eat lunch and plus places. Regular criminal oasis awaits us. If there's a ghetto for true thugs, I'll see you there. And I'm sorry for not being there. Just know your daddy was a soldier. Me against the world, best the poison. All my little girls. Tell the Lord I'm eternal. Rest in peace, be sick, care of all my seeds and my unborn child.
Oh God.
Yeah, he can paint a picture.
Please take care of all my kids, my unborn child.
Alright, I just want to say, yeah. Okay, so like I say, guys, I think I've only heard this one time. You can see she's losing it over here again. So, but yeah, again, I mean, the beat, I mean, you guys that have watched my other reactions to stuff, I like the hard-hitting stuff, the hard beats. But the lyrics are insanely, I mean, the lyrics are really never a problem in any rap songs that I've ever heard, to be honest with you. I mean, there is some trash out there, of course, but I mean, from Tupac, no, of course not ever. But, I used to base pretty much a lot on just the beat. And like I say, I didn't care for it the first one and only time I heard it. But yeah, it is a very good song.
God.
I mean, fits perfect. Very hard hitting, obviously. So, and very touching song, of course. So,
I can't even talk.
You're gonna ruin the shirt the first day you have
Gosh,
it.
I forgot.
Yeah, so
Well,
anyway.
does that not bring a tear to your eyes?
That does, no, not right this. I mean, no, because I'm just focusing on the lyrics. I mean, maybe if I
Yeah,
really,
the lyrics.
yeah, I mean, maybe if I really thought about it a lot. I mean, maybe if I was like in that mode,
God,
maybe.
but see,
Yeah.
even with this letter to his child or children.
I'll tell you, the one song that we've reacted to that almost did make me start to cry was Brenda's Got a Baby, with the child being molested and everything. I mean, that, I was actually near crying, but then you started to cry, so then that brought me out of it, actually, because I was focused on that, so because that caught me off guard.
This is
Yeah, but other than that, no. I mean, there are some songs that can do that to me certain times, but yeah, it's very, very sad. I mean, again, he's, talking about he's not going to make it. And he used to tell people that he would not live past 25. He saw no way. And that's how old he was when he died.
Well,
so.
Did he plan his death then?
No, but I mean he just knew the life he was living. I mean, and I've told you, there was a lot of people that thought he faked his death.
I don't think he faked it. I think he wanted to die.
No, I don't think he wanted to, but I mean...
Well, he sure... Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to, but I mean,
I need to get up. I need to get up.
All right. So.
Oh, God, that just kills me. Oh.
Yeah, this is a definite pulling on the strings, guys. She's still crying. But anyway. Yeah, so luckily.
That gives me more than Brenda.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with the Brenda's Got a Baby was, of course, the kid being molested. That'll get me every time, of course. That's just the sickest, worst thing possible for anybody to do. But, yeah, so, I mean, luckily he didn't have any kids to where they don't actually have to hear this and feel this way, so.
Yes, but that would be such a wonderful
that's true. It would, but that would be
legacy.
Definitely, but
gosh,
that would be so heartbreaking. I would think too to know.
Yeah, but it would be so.
Of course, it's the good and bad. I mean, so all right,
they would know that Daddy loved them.
Yeah, definitely. So. But,
I can't date this one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wow. So, anyway, we'll try to get through this one. Probably got one more verse.
This letter goes out to MCs that I might not get to see because of this lifestyle. Just know that each and love you. Got nothing but love for you. All I wanted was for you to have a better life than I had. So I was out here for 24 hours, 365 grind. When you get to be my age, you'll understand. Just know I got love for you. And I see you if there's a girl you have. Take care. Run wild. Be smart. Follow the rules of the game. Sometimes it's confusing. The rules of the game is gonna get you through all day, every day. Watch out for these sex effects. Friends coming down.
So he's talking about life in general.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
So,
telling them.
Yeah, he's not talking about the music game or the drug game, criminal
wisdom,
yeah, just to
life,
live by for everybody, basically. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that all I can't do anymore.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry. September 7th was when he got shot. He didn't actually die until September the 13th, 1990. Yeah, I forgot, guys. But yeah, September the 7th is, of course, ingrained in everybody's mind. And he was in a coma for those 6. He never woke up or anything. That was Friday the 13th, by the way, when he died, September the 13th, which was kind of weird. Yeah, that was another thing that you grew the suspicion that maybe he, faked his death, and so. But we'll get into that towards that time. All right, guys. So that's it. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. We're gonna get into changes next, and That's it. Cried again, fourth time to Tupac. So go ahead,
And
final
oh
thing.
gosh, that was my favorite.
Oh wow, yeah,
That
good
with
stuff.
Brenda,
Yeah.
Brenda, and this one was my favorite. And
Yeah, that one was better. I mean, guys, I'm trying to focus on the lyrics more now. Back then, it was definitely more so about the beat. And I mean, I still do love a good beat, of course, as everybody does. But I can't enjoy a song even with not liking the beat so much just because of the lyrics are so good. And of course, this fits that, obviously.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
and thanks again, Kaz,
Yes,
for the
absolutely.
T-shirt.
And
I love it.
yeah, absolutely. And like I say, I'll post the link in the description and everything. So you guys go get your shirts from Kaz, Mouth Split.
Yep, he
You know,
had
so yeah, shout out to that. So he's got a lot of stuff on there. So go check it out. All right, guys, that's it. We're gone.